So now we're going to look at Pearson-R correlation. And basically what this does is it lets us take a look at the relationship between two variables. So for example, I'm interested in what is the relationship of caffeine drinks. So we have caffeine here. To look for it in our variable mode and see how much sleep a person gets during a weeknight. So we can look at those two variables. I am on data view. I'm going to switch to variable view. And you could see caffeine is right here, number 14. Tells us how many caffeine, and it's a scale. So it's a numeric quantity. And we can see how that relates to how many hours a person gets during a weeknight. So we can look at that relationship as a sample. So for correlations, we look at how it will describe the relationship between these two variables. So the closer the variable is, the number is between -1 and +1, that's the range. It indicates that the closer it is from either -1 to +1, it shows the strength of the relationship. 0 shows that there is no relationship. So 0 indicates that there's no relationship at all. So the closer the R value is to positive or -1, the stronger the relationship. So let's go ahead and perform a Pearson-R correlation. We're going to analyze. We're going to go analyze. We're going to go correlate. So scroll down here. And because we're looking at two variables, we're going to click bivariate. And now for the variables, we can look at caffeine intake. So click on caffeine. How many caffeine do you drink? And how many hours of sleep do you get during the weeknights? Okay. So the default settings all look good. We have the Pearson's checked off here. It's a two-tailed test of significance, and we have it flag any significant correlations. So we can go ahead and click OK. So this box right here, let me move this. So when we ran the Pearson-R correlation test, it gave us this box right here that is referred to as a correlation matrix. And it shows all the variables and if so when we ran our Pearson-R correlation test, it gave us this correlation matrix. So this is it. And we were looking at caffeine and how its relationship to sleep, hours of sleep you get during weeknights. So here you have columns and row. So you have two rows, how many caffeine drinks per day, how many sleeps per night, and then you have your columns, caffeines per day and hours at night, and obviously caffeine drinks will correlate by itself. It's +1. Same with hours of sleep to 1. What we want to look at here are your correlation coefficients right here, which will give us that relationship, whether it's depending on the range, whether it's strong or weak. So here it looks like there's a negative correlation. So we're going to look at the number here, and it looks like the association for caffeine drinks and weeknight, the association is negative. It's a negative, but it is also considered a weak relationship. So you're going to look at this as your coefficient right here. Okay, so we'll cross also caffeine, 0.86. It's negative 0.06, which means that there's a weak relationship between caffeine drinks and weeknights. Sleep, when you sleep, which I need to now. Okay, thanks.